Jumbo, fellow adventurers, Mike Dooley, time for another spiritual tune-up. On the heels of several spiritual tune-ups that talked about the meaning and the purpose of life and where does love fit in and what about our ego and should we transcend it. Really great questions posted by you all. Thank you so much. I love your questions. Thanks for the interaction. Every emoticon, every comment, every share is super meaningful and enables me to continue doing this. So, thanks for the shares, and do ask your questions. It's where I get my talking points. On the heels of talking about purpose and meaning and reality and love and why we're really here, I serendipitously watched a movie last night with my 6-year-old daughter that the two of us have probably seen 30 or 40 times from beginning to end. It is one of my top 5 favorite movies in the history of cinema, and I have a very small reach into that. I don't watch a lot of movies, but I love what I love. You know that feeling. And this movie is titled Moana. It is a Disney movie. It is about this young heroine, this little girl who grows up in the South Seas, and it is so filled with profound metaphysical lessons. I just boggle at the divine mind and its role, obviously, in creating this film. Now, it's not known as a metaphysical film, but I'm going to tell you my rationale and my favorite takeaways in just a second here. But it is a movie that depicts this young girl, and as she grows into a teenager, looking for her place, with passions, with authenticity, with dreams, with desires, with high ideals, who is faced with a crisis on the island that she lives on, and she sets out to solve this problem. The most stunning thing that recurs in this film, and even after I tell you this, and maybe you're going to go out and watch the movie Moana, it's still not going to be necessarily in your face how metaphysically powerful and poignant this film is. But the recurring theme in the drama of this young girl's adventure, if you will, is being faced with insurmountable odds. Just like, ain't no way that's gonna happen. It's impossible, it's ridiculous to even think about, but yet there's this little voice inside of her that has her step up to the plate, and when truly all hope is lost. I mean, this is the art of good storytelling, and all of our lives are a story that we're telling and we're living simultaneously. Truly, when all hope is lost and there's nothing else to do but flail, and what I mean by flail is just show up with the most humble, seemingly insignificant baby steps. And in those moments, this film actually depicts the elements, the universe conspiring on her behalf. I mean, she sees a target out in the ocean, and she tries to use magic to get there. Utterly futile. And then she attempts to swim to this target, which is Looney Tunes, and the ocean helps her. But when she's standing there not doing anything about it, but just believing in the magic, as I share and have taught repeatedly over the last 20 years, being excited about the truth will never be enough to change your life. You've got to live it, you've got to act it, you've got to step into that dream world that is totally contradicted by the physical world around you. This is the name of the game of life. You're here as God, of God, by God, pure God, who willingly decided to forget that you're God, to all of a sudden be feeling like you're mere mortal, against the elements, having to react to the world, completely oblivious to the fact that you are streaming it all into place at that time. Now, the movie does not go that far to recognize that we're all streaming our illusions, but we are. Because there can't be anything that's not God. That means us and the illusions, and we all know that our thoughts influence matter. Scientists are proving this. They literally become the things and events of our lives. And so when we have a dream, no matter what our physical senses are showing us to the contrary, and we move with it, that reality of the dream gets emboldened exponentially. Do we see the world change? Absolutely not. But you keep on going, and that's the hook. You end up believing and moving and living with your dreams to such a degree that the reality of the dream overtakes and swallows up and annihilates the old reality you had unknowingly created. So again and again and again in this movie, Moana, she's, it's so reflective of life, a good storyteller. There's good times and it's all going to work out. Then there's really scary times and it's like doomed. And then it's good again and you wonder how could have ever gotten bad. And then it's bad again and you wonder how could ever get good. Until you start to clue in, and this is the hook, this is the meaning, this is the reason we're here, that you're at the center of all the goods and all the bads. And one of the final lessons at the end of the movie, without giving away anything, is that while she is engaging the magic through action and baby steps, and while she has found this demigod, Maui, she still has not relied on herself until the very end when she has no choice and disaster, imminent disaster is looming. And then against all odds, in the face of peril, she moves with her dreams and she holds on to that vision and all of the elements conspire. I dream of meeting the people behind the storyline. I know that there was a team of people who crafted and created Moana. The version that we watch has the documentary of the creation of the film, which is as stunning, even for my 6-year-old daughter, as it is for me. But the parallels in life and the most important lessons of act on your dreams in spite of the seeming futility, and forces unknown to you today will conspire and align with your heart's wish. And as you move, giant steps beyond the curtains of time and space are going to be moving for you. Get this. This is the life's hook. Understand it and life becomes easy. Understand it and the lions and tigers and bears ain't no thing, because they're of your own creation and they're just prodding you on to go deeper within. Everything is here for you. It's a setup, my friends, a total setup. You're going to blast through. You're going to hit a home run. That's what you're designed for. There is no other alternative. You can sit on the sidelines. You can lament. You're still loved. And that day will still come when you realize how powerful you really are and you go on to live a life of unbounded joy and infinite possibilities. Moana. Okay, go watch the movie Moana if you can. I get nothing from this. This is just my passion. It's a movie that parallels life. Look really carefully. Nothing is done for Moana by the elements or the universe or anyone until she exerts effort herself in the face of daunting odds. We can all do this, okay? Have an awesome Thursday, an awesome week. Your thoughts become things. That's the only rule between you and total ecstatic bliss. Thoughts become things. You are adored. Thank you, everybody. Post your questions below. And thanks for letting me do what I do and giving me this platform. Hey, Marianne. Appreciate you so much. Hey, everybody that's always here and watching me. I see your names and I have fallen in love with you. Tally ho.